I've got a question for you, and I'm curious what you think. Number one, actually, I got two questions. I lied. I'm a liar. Two questions. Is Call of Duty dying? And if so, why is it dying? I would say for the most part, most people would look at the numbers and say Call of Duty is dying. Now, Call of Duty is not a dead game. It's far from a dead game, but the numbers are dropping. The question is, why are those numbers dropping? And everyone out there is going to be like, it's dying. It's like, okay, yeah, like slowly then, and eventually if they follow the path that they're going in right now, it will die. But why are the numbers dropping? That should be the actual question. So I was sent this video on Twitter by someone by the name of Realistic. The actual reason Call of Duty is dying with some Black Ops gameplay in the background. It's only got 1,100 views. So this video goes one of two ways. Either the video sucks and I give you my reason why it's actual dying, or Realistic is going to enlighten me here. And I'm hoping it's the second one, because I want to find out why the numbers are actually dropping.
Kind of an interesting topic today that I want to talk about. You guys can enjoy some Black Ops 1 combat training gameplay in the background while I grace your ears with my awesome voice or annoy the out of you because you hate it. But you know, people always talk about Call of Duty's success.
See, that's pretty much what I said. Maybe he'll enlighten me, or maybe he'll annoy the fuck out of me.
Like it was about the games themselves, the maps, the guns, the campaigns, the zombies, and yeah, obviously the games had to be good for COD to blow up the way it did. But I don't think that's what made Call of Duty special.
I agree with what he's saying right now. So far, I'm agreeing.
Okay, that is the last time you were gonna pull that crap.
I think the real reason COD became the biggest franchise in the world is because of us, the players, the friendships. Now, this might sound obvious, but the late night lobbies where we'd scream at randoms and make friends with strangers and trash talk until our voices were gone. COD wasn't just like a game. It was the place we hung out. Back then, you wouldn't hop on Call of Duty just because...
Yeah, he's right. Like, I'd go home from school and everyone I was just at school with, we'd hop on World at War, or... I remember Black Ops 1 was a lot. We'd have a full lobby of people from our school and we'd hop in search lobbies together, talk shit, make fun of Jake because he didn't know how to get around the maps and he ran around with akimbo Mac 10s. You know,
the pick 10 system in Black Ops 2 was revolutionary.
Was like that for me too.
Because Terminal was an all-time map in Modern Warfare 2. You'd hop on because your friends were on. You'd hop on because you saw that little green icon next to your buddy's name on Xbox Live or PSN. The game was just the excuse. The real reason you were there was because of the people. And that's the thing nobody talks about today. Call of Duty wasn't just the king of FPS because of its content.
So I don't think it's people per se. I think it's more so a community thing. Call of Duty no longer has a sense of community, and I guarantee you, I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say this because I like starting shit. His reason for it is wrong. I guarantee you.
It was the king because it nailed the social experience better than any other game had ever done before. You'd load into a lobby and instantly hear a mix of trash talk, laughter, arguments, people just sitting there listening to music, and it was just pure chaos. You'd meet random people who would become your new duo. You'd 1v1 someone on Rust or Nuketown at 2 a.m. because they said you were trash. You'd get into clan wars with kids from another school. COD wasn't just about gameplay, it was a social network before social networks were even really a thing.
Like even if you look at things like custom emblems or custom weapon paints, it was all in creating this community. And there are no implementations now that increase that, right? And in fact, they've taken it all away. Theater mode doesn't work. You can't share your videos. There's no create an emblem. There's no customize a camo. It's all sales. Buy this, buy that.
None of it was.
But I still think there's a bigger reason, by the way.
No skill-based matchmaking.
Oh, and then there's
no
this
lobby
too, yeah.
disbanding after every game. You played with the same people match after match. If you lost,
chat bans now. Everyone's banned from talking.
And that rivalry would build. You'd trash talk. You'd laugh. You'd make friends. You had a community right there in the game. Compare that to COD today, it's just not there anymore. And I don't think it's just like nostalgia talking. The structure of the game has fundamentally changed. Now every single match feels isolated. You finish the game and boom, the lobby disbands. There's no rematching, no rebuilding rivalries.
So one of the big reasons for this is, do you remember back in the day, if you played on Xbox 360, when you went and bought your console, what did it come with? Came with a power cable. It might have come with like your like coaxial cables or HDMI or whatever. I don't even remember whether it did or not. The big chunky power block, a controller, and a headset. That's hugely important.
No sticking around to see that guy you just destroyed.
Everyone
get mad
had one
because his voice was funny every time he raged. The entire dynamic is gone. And then there's obviously skill-based matchmaking. I get why it exists. I really do. The idea is to make matches more, in quotations, fair. But here's
Orange, thank you for the 1,000 bits, brother.
the problem. COD was never about perfectly balanced matches.
True. Call of Duty was about having fun.
COD was about fun. COD was about dropping 40 kills on some randoms one game and then getting absolutely smoked by a group of, friends the next. That unpredictability made the game electric. Now it feels
Actually,
like
that's a really good point too. Now everyone talks through Discord and easy access to private chats. That's actually a really good point too.
every single match is a tournament, sweats versus sweats.
But still, when you think about it, even like the ability to hop between private chat and in-game chat used to be way easier. Now it's like you're on Discord. So now I have to have my computer open or a Discord open and my chat in Discord and not chatting. It was a simpler
variety,
time.
no chaos. It kills the casual vibe that made COD lobbies so fun to begin with. And don't get me started on comms bans. Back in the day, yeah, lobbies were wild. People said stuff they shouldn't have. It was unfiltered, but that's what made it memorable. Now you get reported for saying the wrong thing one time and suddenly your mic's muted for a week. It feels sanitized, like they've scrubbed away the personality from the game. And what if I want to hear those people that are comms banned? Because I think that kind of stuff is hilarious. I think it's funny. I like just seeing how stupid these people can be. I'm not saying COD should be toxic or hateful. That's not what I'm getting at. But the way we communicated, the jokes, the trash talk, the goofiness, it all built memories. Those moments stick with you. Ask anyone who's played Modern Warfare 2 or BO2 during their peak. They can still quote random lobby moments.
So here's where my theory comes in. The problem with Call of Duty nowadays is that Call of Duty is... You can't have a perfect Call of Duty. It's just impossible. If they put red dots on the minimap, there's going to be people mad that they're there. If they remove red dots, there's going to be a lot of people mad that they're there. If they put in super powerful kill streaks, some people are going to be like, oh, I just want to play with guns. If they remove a game mode, people are going to be like, I want to play that game mode. If they nerf a gun, people are going to be like, that's the only gun I use. There is zero way to make everyone happy. And Call of Duty tries to, and that is the real reason why Call of Duty is dying. This is going to get me in some hot water. The Call of Duty community is a bunch of wimps. A perfect example is ranked play. Why are there 4 guns in ranked play? Why are there no perks? Why are there no kill streaks? Because you want the game to be perfectly balanced? Why don't you try having fun and stop dick riding like, oh, I need to be the best at the game? How about we just have fun? You know what happened back in the day in Modern Warfare 2 when everyone was mad at One Man Army noob tubes? The developers said, fuck you, they're staying in the games. And guess what? The game was still fun. Do I think the game would have been better if they fixed that? Yes, 100%. But you know what? The game was unapologetically Modern Warfare 2. Same with Black Ops 1. There was very rare, there was like 3 times a year where they'd nerf or buff weapons. Now it's like weekly because everyone whines and complains about the way that the game actually is. And I get it. Like we're in that era where these games, it's different than it used to be. But when you were stuck playing that game and this is the way the game was going to work, people did. And now it's just, oh, well, if it's not the way I want, I'm just not going to play it. Okay. That's what it should be. And guess what? They can find out what people actually want in the game because when players drop off for a specific reason, the next game is going to be better. Not try to fix and tweak every little thing because no matter what you do, there's going to be people that are mad. And it's a very nearly impossible thing to fix at that point.
Word for word. That stuff doesn't happen anymore. And then there's like the friends list. Back then, COD wasn't just a game. It was where your entire friend group played together. Everyone had their clans, their squads, their little inside jokes. You'd log in and immediately know who was online because you could see the whole party in the game itself. Now half the time your friends are on Discord or in different games.
The menu sucking doesn't help.
It's just not the same shared experience. I think that's the part of COD's success that nobody gives enough credit to. People talk about how COD isn't the same anymore. And yeah, part of that is on the games, the skill-based matchmaking, the operator bundles, the broken launches, but a huge part of it, and the biggest reason why I think Call of Duty got so popular.
First things first, Call of Duty was always broken at launch. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Is the social aspect of the game. And we've all changed. Gaming has changed. Back then, COD was our hangout spot. It was like being at the mall after school, except online. That's where you talked, where you laughed, where you bonded with other people over the dumbest stuff. That chaotic, social, unpredictable COD magic is just gone. You can make the best maps in the world. You can make the most balanced guns. You can bring back classic things from OG CODs, but without that social energy, it won't be like them. And that's my hot take for today. COD success wasn't just about content. It was about community.
It's a good
it was
reason.
about connection.
I don't think it's the reason, but it's a good reason.
But I honestly believe the games themselves was not the biggest reason COD became what it did. It was because we were all there together, building something bigger than the game itself. And I think deep down, everyone knows it. That's why every time someone talks about peak Call of Duty, they just don't bring up their favorite map or weapon. They tell you a story. They talk about a lobby they were in, a clan battle, a ridiculous search and destroy lobby, or that random night they stayed up until sunrise with their friends. That's what made COD special. That's what made it massive. And I hoped.
My favorite memory was the night that I was playing Modern Warfare 2, original Modern Warfare 2, of course, going for nukes. And I got so locked in the game. I met some random dude there from the States. We were talking. I was eating a bag of marshmallows. I had 3 bottles of water beside me. I ate the entire bag of marshmallows, drank 3 bottles of water. And when I went to stand up to go to the bathroom, I couldn't move because all of those marshmallows swelled up inside of my body. So I was stuck doing one thing, riding it out on the couch or struggling my way to the bathroom to try to go pee. I had nothing to do with the video, but now you know.
Soon. Because COD's changed and so have we. The social aspect of the game, and I don't think it's talked about enough, is the biggest reason why Call of Duty was so successful, so loved, so widespread back in the day. Honestly, I think people just forget how social Call of Duty used to be. Back in the MW2 and BO2 days, joining a lobby wasn't just about queuing up for the next match. It felt like walking into a community. It felt like walking into a room with a bunch of other people.
So here's a question for you. Are there any games that feel like that still? The last game I actually remember having that feeling was Trials of Osiris in Destiny 1. When everyone was going, I mean, it got toxic when you had a bad player on your team, but if you're trying to play with randoms with Trials of Osiris, that's like the only one. Is there any other games that feel like that anymore? Like, I don't think Battlefield is going to feel like that or anything like that. I don't know.
People. You'd load into a game and instantly there'd be noise. People trash talking, somebody blasting music through their mic, 2 guys arguing about who's better. Some random dude yelling about how bad the other guy is. It's squeakers everywhere. It was chaotic, but that chaos is what made it fun. And the best part, you actually got to know people. You'd have these insane back and forth matches with the same group of people. And when the game ended, everybody stayed in the lobby and trash talked or
that's a big reason.
That
is a big reason. The disbanding lobbies is a huge reason because you used to have like a minute after every game with the same people in it. You play 3 games in a row, you all of a sudden, that's probably the biggest reason. And all games do this disbanding bullshit now.
Left. Because you wanted that rematch. That's where the rivalry started. That's where the friendships were built. Half the time, you would add somebody after a crazy comeback game, and the next thing you know, they were on your friends list for years and you continue to play with them. Even the Xbox Live reputation system, if you had PS3, you might not know about this, but it was wild. If too many people...
Solon, thank you for the 6 months in advance, you legend.
...avoided you, your profile literally said, "Avoid me." In big letters, and instead of caring, most people like wore it like a badge of honor. Like, yeah, everybody hates me, that's how you know I'm good, or that's how you know I'm annoying. It was part of the culture. And you got to remember, party chats existed even back then, but most of us didn't use it during COD. Why? Because the game chat there was fun. That's where the trash talk happened. That's where you'd clown the other team for not going outside. That's where you'd get roasted for camping in a corner. That back and forth made every match feel alive. Now you finish a game, the lobby disbands instantly. Nobody talks, and you never see the same players twice, unless you do due to skill-based matchmaking. That constant churn killed the magic. Back then, COD wasn't just a shooter. It was a hangout spot. It was Friday night staying up until 3 a.m. with your friends in game chat, making memories you didn't even realize were special at the time. And I really believe that is the most important reason what made these Call of Duties so popular. That's why people look back on those games with so much nostalgia. Yeah, the maps were great. The weapons were iconic. The campaigns were amazing. but that's not what made it popular. It wasn't just the game we loved, it was the experience of the social aspect. Yeah, this is just my TED talk, but let me know what you guys think.
See, like, I don't know if this is just like a truthful thing or we're old. Like, these were, like, he's not wrong. Like, Call of Duty does not have that feeling anymore. But like I said, it's very hard to like think and be like, oh, but this game does. Like, it really doesn't. And I think you can improve that with the non-disbanding lobbies. It is a different era. It's a different thing. Internet was different. People were less of snowflakes. I don't know, man. Those days have come and gone. And maybe that's it. Maybe that's what it comes down to. Maybe it's just those days are over and we're never getting those back. But we will always have the memories we made along the way.